Rare photos that will shock you. A massive tadpole that never turned into a frog. A shiny beetle mirrors two people taking its photo. The size of this full-grown adult male moose. Didn't even know this Dracula parrot existed. These penguin eggs that turn clear once they're boiled. A pigeon's feathers glowing with hidden patterns under UV light. A husky next to a wolf. The size difference is wild. This scorpion that completely turned into copper. The remains of this angler fish that washed on shore. This caribou shedding their velvet as their antlers grow in. These are the talons of a juvenile African eagle. These are the lungs of a horse at full expansion. France required a passport for the mummy of Ramesses II to enter the country. At 60 degrees Celsius, noodles freeze while you're lifting them in Antarctica. Germany has vomit sinks perfect for a country famous for beer. This family made a bathroom sink out of volcanic rock. This pumpkin weighs 1,147 kilograms, a North American record. A rare albino deer, and it's sneezing. 1 in 30,000 chance. A cave so big it has a full jungle and rivers inside. Sun Dune, Vietnam. The M1 Abrams runs on a jet-style turbine engine. Colorful street art brightens the walls of Long Beach, California. A spider accidentally recreated Spider-Man's iconic design. A tiny plastic fragment at 15,000 miles per hour can tear aluminum apart in space. This car's odometer and fuel range both hit the same repeating digits. He spends his life adopting senior dogs no one else will take. This Egyptian stone circle is 2,000 years older than Stonehenge. An underwater waterfall flows off Mauritius in the Indian Ocean. Inside a leatherback turtle's throat, lined with spiky ridges. Found 170 guns hidden underwater and solved 5 cold cases in the process. This photo looks harmless, but in Thailand, it could send you to prison for 15 years. Freddie Mercury on a bullet train during Queen's Japan tour in 1982. This tiny blade of grass naturally displays 4 tones of color. An Inuit hunter in Canada's Northwest Territories photographed in 1911 wearing wooden snow goggles. In the rough Atlantic waters off Nova Scotia, a fisherman captures orcas breaching through the storm. A rare moment few ever witness. From the sky, the India-Pakistan border glows in the night. A line of light dividing 2 nations. After her husband passed away, Mary Ann Bevan had nitrogen monoxide, 1 left to support her family. She entered a beauty contest to earn money and was cruelly labeled the ugliest woman in the world. Despite the mockery, she joined a circus to raise her children, enduring years of humiliation with quiet strength. Texas woman pays tribute to her postal worker husband who died from extreme heat. Unlike most spiders, the net-casting spider spins its web between its legs, sometimes springing forward to snare flying insects. A sugar packet in Sri Lanka carries a health warning. The 1965 Mercury featured a steering wheel you control with your wrists. A 41-year-old female elephant passed away. Forest guards in India honored her with flowers. These rare clouds take on a perfectly round shape. These coffee blocks came with a tiny axe for breaking them apart. 2 young thieves shackled on London's Old Street. 1872. Spar ditched plastic straws for pasta. Smart and eco-friendly. Alex Honnold became the first person to climb El Capitan's 3,000-foot wall with no rope or safety gear. The ice cubes on this Japanese Coke can change color when it's cold. A look at how they moved a drilling rig base across the UK in the 1980s. The tattoo is designed to look like it was sewn into the skin. Father and son sharing a quiet bonding moment in the 1980s. This fish survived after having a bite taken out of it. Ball pythons have been bred so uniquely that some now have emoji-like patterns. A rare moment of fire tornado captured in Hungary during a thunderstorm. A man's suitcase after his flight. This man accidentally dropped his phone into a 5-gallon bucket of used motor oil. Technical Sergeant William E. Thomas and Private First Class Joseph Jackson sent a powerful message to the Nazis 1945. This person found their missing package half a mile away. 2 weeks after Amazon marked it, delivered. A bald eagle's nest massive in size with a park ranger sit in for scale. These 2 trees grew so close that their trunks became knotted together. Chindagu is a Japanese idea where inventors create quirky, often impractical gadgets designed to solve simple everyday problems. Iceland's stunning ice caves. You can actually see Earth's curve in these power lines at Lake Pontchartrain. Leave Coca-Cola in the sun and this is the result. The extra value part is just stuck at the bottom. A moment of kindness, a boy keeping a deer dry. At this table, people from Slovakia, Hungary, and Austria can share a meal without crossing borders. In Prague, this mall lets you slide down instead of taking the escalator. This is how a soda can explode in the freezer. A real-life superhero spotted in California. This flower at the pumpkin patch. A 1-year-old's hair has a distinct natural spiral. The growth of a chicken in 10 days. Ice cream added a new ingredient that people could be allergic to. Found a Squidward pasta piece amongst my macaroni. Took out contact lenses and ants started eating it. Leaves that looks like carrot found during walk. A bag completely full of red gummy bears. The veins on this sweet potato. The boy carried his disabled best friend to school every day for 6 years. This cell phone blocked a chainsaw and saved his leg. These hangar doors were built to fit around the massive tail of a C-17. This giant anchor flew 1.6 miles during the Texas City blast in 1947. An explosion in Halifax hurled this heavy anchor over 2.5 miles. The sailfin dragon lives in the rainforests of the Philippines. The house mace, the official weapon used to enforce order in U.S. Congress. These two mice were caught battling in a London station. Zach T. Wilcox from Nevada held the world's longest beard, a record he kept for 41 years. Rare snow rollers, wind-made cylinders of snow that rolled themselves across the mountain. Mass shaving machines from the early 1900s designed to shave multiple people at once. Peru's Rainbow Mountain, a real place that looks painted by nature. This Los Angeles restaurant opened in 1926, where diners ate in jail cells and waiters dressed like prisoners. A rare moment when the moon looks like Saturn thanks to perfectly placed clouds. At first, these lobby chairs look cool, then you notice the creepy faces. Looks like a nose brace, but it's a $6 nose-shaping device. From 1944, over 100,000 were sold. This hotel lobby has a giant Hulk Hogan statue. The owner must be a huge fan of wrestling. There's a Hulk Hogan statue, and right next to it, an astronaut inside a hotel lobby. Real grass growing on the lobby walls. A hotel with nature vibes. This hotel lobby even has a vending machine that specifically sells champagne. A Christmas tree made of old suitcases. This hotel gets creative. A hotel lobby in Germany with a canned bean dispenser. This hotel lobby welcomes guests with a bunch of adorable dolls. A bathroom floor made entirely of game cards. This is next level eccentric. Japanese artist Nagato Iwasaki made this forest sculpture, and it looks like a ghost. This drained swamp turns into a hauntingly beautiful landscape, like a doorway to another world. A rock that looks exactly like a giant skull, hidden deep in a mist-covered forest. A forest full of hanging toilets. Who came up with this wild idea? A car stuck high up in a tree, pierced clean through by a branch. Gravity must have taken the day off. Want to find a place like Saranjana? Try walking into this portal of trees. A Russian submarine was forced to surface near the UK because it was at risk of exploding. A stunning rainbow of dung beetles, the result of one man's very unusual hobby. Ever seen a stingray skeleton? It's strangely beautiful and a bit creepy. Very first Tesla electric car, released in 2008. Van Gogh painted this peaceful cafe scene back in 1888. The world's first artificial heart, created in 2015. The first mobile phone ever made back in 1975. Hard to believe this selfie was taken in 1830. The world's first color photograph, 1861. The first photograph ever taken of lightning, 1882. This was the first time the world saw bikini back in 1946. The first car in history, 1896. From here, millions of journeys began. Explorer Annie Edson Taylor, 1901, the first person to survive going over Niagara Falls in a barrel. The very first Rockefeller Christmas tree, back in 1931. Sally Halterman, 1937, the first woman ever licensed to drive. The first neon sign in Las Vegas, 1941, and the city was never the same again. The very first McDonald's restaurant opened in 1948. The first Apple computer built in 1976 by hand in a garage. The first robot built in 1957, the dawn of a new era. Inside an airplane in the 1930s. A photo of a female samurai in the 19th century. A photo of Queen Genepal, the last queen of Mongolia, taken in 1920. Haruo Nakajima and Momoko Kochi on the set of Godzilla in the 1950s. An engineer wiring an early IBM computer in 1958. Nikola Tesla sitting in his laboratory with his magnifying transmitter. December 1899. Soldiers returning home after World War II. 1945. A crowd at Times Square, New York City. May 7th, 1945. Portrait of Arctic explorer Peter Freuchen and his wife, fashion illustrator Dagmar Cohn. 1947. A cloud resembling a human face appeared over Norfolk, England, known as the Face of God. A river in Spain that looks like a dragon from above. Locals call it the Azure Dragon River. A lizard climbs up and covers a frog's mouth. A funny snapshot from nature. Healthy versus Alzheimer's brain showing severe shrinkage from the disease. A rare glass flower whose petals turned transparent in the rain. Pepper that fell behind the fridge dried perfectly instead of molding. A massive ghost sheet placed over a giant Christmas tree for Halloween Day. A 1940s bullet bra famous for its pointed structured shape. An insect got stuck between the printer and the pillowcase. Meet Paul Carrison, the man who turned blue after years of consuming homemade colloidal silver. Oodles of doodles help families stay happy at home during lockdown. Fried green beans served in a shoe. Napoleon's bathroom at Villa Pisani in northern Italy. The crack in this statue's eye is actually a spider. Portrait of billionaire John Davison Rockefeller Sr., one of the richest men in history. A pizza owner saw people eating from the trash, so he fed them instead. A rare two-headed dolphin found off the western coast of Turkey.